know whenever they refer to a part of a city as a side, you know, the west side, the south side, you know it's gonna be fucking bad. Already you're in the middle of a brothel. I mean, look at this shit. It's a red light district. Now this level's actually a lot... I shouldn't say it's tamer. The level is shorter. That's what I want to describe this as. The level is shorter than level 2. But you'll run into 2 Andors almost right off the bat. And as I've said before, they're pussies. I mean, look at that. They spend half their time off the screen. Not that you want them on the screen. And they only come out when there's some other douchebag trying to hit you. And then look at that shit. They slap you in the face. I mean, they can't even open, they can't close their fists. They're so beefy. They slap you in the face with those fucking meat hooks. And then they run away. They do these hit and run things. And now occasionally when there's 6 guys mobbing you, they'll actually do this huge ass bomb and dive on you with their buttocks and smother you with them from the air. But rarely will they stay. No, they never stay and fight. Now there, I wanted to break that open and get the food that is normally in there, but in this case there was just a sword, so Hollywood would have killed my ass anyway. Now, this is going to be a good example of what happens when you pick up a weapon. Everybody fucking charges at you. The computer will not suffer you to have a weapon. Now, of course, Hollywood can pull a spear, you know, a shotgun or a grenade out of his dick, because he's apparently that loaded down. Good inner city dude or something, I don't know, gangbanger. But you can lose your weapon by getting it knocked out of your hands. Thankfully, you only run into lard ass there after you get the sword. So it's not too difficult once you get past that initial wave. The only real issue is that Andor does his usual thing, his usual bullshit. Just like most people in high school, most stupid teenage boys, they'll push you or hit you with their chest or something, or do some stupid shit and then back up. Ah, now, the source. Andors reproduce asexually. There's Uncle, there's Grandpa, and in the arcade version, there's a pink-shirted fucking Andor that is Father. So yes, in the arcade version, you actually have to fight 3 of these cocksuckers. And if you'll notice, you're in a cage. I think there's some actual, genuine rationale behind that. Look at them. Not only do they reproduce asexually, but they look, it takes a lead pipe to kill them. They laugh off sword wounds. And that's the middle of the stage. That's not even the boss. In fact, they're worse than the boss because they have moments of invincibility. You'll knock them down and there's a good 3-second window where you can't hurt them again. And they love to use that 3-second window to run at you erection first and shove it in you. They don't care if there's a hole present. They'll make one. I don't even want to get into some of the other stuff they do, like choke you before they rape you. It's just horrible. And then from there out, you're treated to a bunch of pretty basic enemies. In fact, the second half of the stage is much, much easier than the first. Unfortunately, because of my old-ass controller, I was punching at about half the speed I normally would be able to. There's some of that tactic in action, not getting your ass kicked by being surrounded, doing the suplex trick. It's not always a good thing to do. If everybody's in front of you, do not do the suplex, because then you'll surround yourself inadvertently. Yeah, like right there. When everybody's just there, you know, you've knocked them down into a nice big-ass pile of humanity, then you just stand there and beat the fuck out of them. No fancy moves necessary. Now, Eddie E, or whatever the hell his name is just mainly a giant fuckface. He's not difficult. He just has some moves that are very hard to get away from. When you've knocked him down, he takes damage quite easily. He'll let his buddies mob you. And then he'll try to sneak up on you and hit you with his billy club, which I believe is close to or maybe an instant kill. The other thing he does is grab your ass and then beat you with the billy club, which actually is less damaging. And then after that, he'll pull out a gun. The only character in the game to actually use an actual gun.